This video will run through the process of checking clinic capacity. Within this video, we will show you how to view resource open slots, how to set up an availability bar, as well as how to use the suggest icon. The first part of this would be your resource open slots. Now, to load up your resource open slots, you will need your appointment inquiry icon, which is here. And coming in to the drop down from your resource tab, you may wish to make this screen bigger for viewability. But within the resource tab, I'm going to drop this inquiry down to the resource open slots. Now, in terms of the resource, this is which clinician's clinic you wish to view the availability for. So I am going to use Dr. Sainsbury for training purposes. So I've just typed in Dr. Sainsbury's surname. Clicking the icon here, it will then load up the matching clinic. So I can either load up the registrar's list, but for this I am just going to load up the doctor himself. You need to also specify the date range that you wish to view the capacity for. So if I'm trying to fill up all of the available slots within the next 6 weeks, I would likely need to change my end date and take that 6 weeks ahead. So I would just count ahead. I am just going to take this 1 week ahead for training purposes. I'm going to change this to today's date for the start date and make sure that's 1 week ahead. And as soon as I press this find button, it will then find all of the available empty slots which need filling. So I now can see exactly where all of the slots are, and I can commence booking in chronological order. You are able to keep the screen open and just simply minimize, and you may wish to then open another appointment inquiry screen, and this will just keep them all minimized in the bottom of your screen, as you can see here. So you can have as many of these screens open. So if you wished to select another clinician at this point and open their slots as well, then you are completely at liberty to do so. Now, another way of viewing clinic capacity is within the original screen for scheduling appointment book. If you come up to the view toolbar at the top of your page here and select availability bar, this will add a bar that goes across the top of your diary. Now, if I had a patient waiting list open as a work in progress, which meant I was in the process of scheduling a patient's appointment, it would actually allow me to see across the dates here when capacity was. The way you would see if there is any capacity is you will have a green bar underneath the dates, and the larger this green bar is, the more appointments available on that day. So if I can see that there is capacity on the 15th of November, this will allow me to use my diary to skip ahead to November. Now, the final process for this video requires me to actually open a waiting list. So as you can see, as I've just mentioned, we've got the green bar, so I can see I've got availability on the 17th of November. Now, the final way of checking clinic capacity is by using the suggest button here. Now, using the suggest button will allow you to specify specific parameters. This may have been suggested by the consultant, but it may have also been suggested by the patient. So if the clinician has specified that we need to have this patient seen by a specific date because the patient is urgent, then we can specify the date range that the clinician has requested here. Alternatively, it may be the patient that's specified. They may be going on holiday, for example, for the next week. So you can change this to go 1 week ahead. The patient may have also specified that they are only available on specific days of the week. So I'm going to say that they're only available Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And they may have also specified that they need to do the school run. So they're only available between the hours of 10 and 2. So once you have specified these parameters, you can use the suggest button, and the system will then search for the next available appointment within these specific parameters. If the patient is happy to accept this appointment, you can double click the appointment slot and then OK to accept that. Alternatively, you can use the next button, which will go to the next available time slot on the same day, or using next day, it will then skip to the next day completely. So those are the two options you've got for scheduling. So I've accepted this one, so I'm going to press OK, and you can see the tick there, so it still has that accepted. As soon as I press OK, if I just jump through to that date, which was the 27th, and I'll just show you how that has provisionally booked that slot. So I would just come to confirm this appointment slot now. And that is how to use the suggest. So this is the video on checking clinic capacity.